Have you ever felt tired, stressed, and didn't know how to keep your spirits up during difficult times? You are not alone. According to recent statistics, up to 77% of adults often feel stressed because of work and daily life. I was like you, always caught up in the chaos of life and forgot to take care of myself. Imagine every morning when you wake up, you can feel peace, no longer worrying about things you cannot control. You can face every challenge calmly and confidently. Sounds like a dream, right? But with simple rules from the philosophy of Stoicism, Morgan believes we can get there. Do you believe that accepting the things you cannot change and focusing on what you can control is the key to finding peace of mind? Do you want to know how to maintain honesty and integrity in every situation? And, more importantly, do you want to know how to control your emotions so you are not swayed by external factors? All of these will be answered in the next part of today's video. Morgan will share with you valuable tips and lessons from Stoicism to help you live fully in the present and find inner peace. Join Morgan as we go through each rule, each perspective, to discover how you can apply them to your everyday life. And as usual, I have a small challenge for you. Watch the video until the end if you are really serious about staying calm in all situations and developing yourself. Like, subscribe to join our awesome community and leave a comment below saying, "I am above." This comment will be our mantra as we go through each point, reinforcing our commitment to handling these situations with grace and strength. So please comment, because this helps YouTube know that more people like you need to hear this. Morgan wants to share with you the wonderful life rules from Stoicism, which are: Number 1. Face adversity calmly. Many of the world's billionaires and most successful people have applied this philosophy to overcome the biggest challenges in their lives. That's right, from Elon Musk to Jeff Bezos, they all understand that calm and steadfastness are the keys to facing all difficulties. Imagine a day when you are overwhelmed with work, projects, and meetings non-stop. You feel like you're about to drown in pressure and stress. But then you remember a famous quote from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus. "It's not what happens to us, but how we react to them that matters." What does this mean for you? Morgan believes that to live a fulfilling and happy life, we need to learn how to face adversity calmly. There is no one in this life who does not encounter difficulties. The problem is not that we encounter difficulties, but how we react to them. Think about the people you admire most. Do they always stay calm, confident, and never let challenges get them off track? Morgan has experienced times of feeling tired, lost, and even hopeless. But over time, Morgan realized that calm and steadfastness are important factors in overcoming all difficulties. When you face adversity calmly, you won't get caught up in negative emotions and can find the best solution to the problem. Think of a big wave at sea. When you face a wave, you can choose to fight it, or you can choose to ride it. Just like in life, when faced with difficulties, you can choose to panic and get caught up in negative emotions, or you can choose to stay calm and find the best way to overcome it. So how can we stay calm in the face of adversity? First, remember that everything can change. As philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, We cannot control the outside world, but we can control our minds. This means that, no matter how difficult the situation, you can always control how you react. Second, focus on the things you can control. This prevents you from getting caught up in unnecessary worries and stress. Take time to think and analyze the situation, then find the best solution. Finally, keep faith in yourself. Remember that you have overcome many difficulties in the past, and you can overcome your current difficulties. Never lose faith in your abilities. Morgan wants to remind you that when you face adversity calmly, you will see that everything can be overcome. This not only helps you live a more meaningful and happier life, but also helps you become an inspiration to those around you. Have you ever tried applying this rule to your life? How do you feel when you face difficulties calmly? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below so we can learn and grow together. Morgan is always ready to listen and share with you. Let's create a positive and inspiring community together. Recently, we explored together how to face adversity calmly. It is the first step to finding stability and peace of mind amid the turmoil of life. But what happens after we maintain that composure? How can we continue to move forward on the path to finding true peace and happiness? This is where we need another rule of Stoicism. When faced with difficulties and challenges, maintaining composure is important. But to overcome and grow from those experiences, we need an attitude of humility. Morgan believes that humility not only helps us recognize and accept our own limitations, but also opens up opportunities for us to learn and grow from difficult experiences. When you face adversity, let humility guide you, help you find inner strength, and be willing to learn from every challenge. This is how we move further on our journey to find true happiness and peace. Number 2, find strength in humility. Morgan wants to share with you a surprising story about the poorest president in the world. Mr. José Mujica, former president of Uruguay. Did you know that Mr. Mujica lives on a small farm, drives an old Volkswagen Beetle and donates most of his salary to charity? This sounds strange in the lavish world of politics, doesn't it? But precisely from that humility, he found extraordinary inner strength to lead and contribute to the country. Mr. Mujica's story is a living testament to the second rule of Stoicism. Find strength in humility. In a modern life full of competition and pressure, we often get caught up in the race for fame and success, sometimes forgetting the value of humility. But Morgan believes that it is humility that is the true source of strength that helps us stay steadfast and go far. When we face challenges, admitting that we don't know it all and that we can make mistakes is an important step toward learning and growing. Think about the last time you were having trouble and you sought help or listened to advice from others. It was in those moments that you showed humility and opened your heart to receive valuable lessons. Marcus Aurelius, one of the famous Stoic philosophers, said, "Nothing happens to a man that he is not able to bear." This means that, no matter how great the difficulty we face, we always have the strength to overcome it. But to recognize and harness that power, we need to be humble, accept that we are not perfect, and can always learn from every situation. Morgan wants you to remember that humility is not weakness, but on the contrary, it is a sign of confidence and strength. When you are humble, you are not afraid to admit your weaknesses, and from there, you can find ways to overcome them and become stronger. Imagine a tall bamboo tree. No matter how strong the wind blows, it still stands firm because it knows how to bend with the wind. Likewise, when we know how to be humble, we will know how to face and overcome all difficulties. In work and daily life, humility helps us build better relationships with those around us. When you know how to listen and respect other people's opinions, you will easily receive respect and cooperation from them. Think about a time when you worked in a group and you humbly listened to everyone's opinions. The end result will definitely be much better than if you decided everything yourself, right? Morgan believes that when we practice humility, we will not only become stronger, but also spread a positive spirit to those around us. Have you ever wondered why some people, despite being very successful, always remain close and loved by many people? That's because they are always humble and appreciate everyone around them. Try applying humility to your life and feel the difference. When you face difficulties, remember that you are not alone and there are always people willing to help you. Open your heart to receive lessons from life and from those around you. Morgan believes that when you do this, you will find boundless strength within yourself. Have you ever tried admitting your weaknesses and seeking help from others? How did you feel when you did that? Morgan is always ready to listen to your thoughts. When we are humble, we not only recognize and overcome our own weaknesses, but also learn and grow from every situation. But life is not always stable and predictable, is it? We need to accept that everything changes, and that this impermanence is an indispensable part of life. That's where we come to the third rule of Stoicism. Once we have found strength in humility, it becomes easier for us to accept that everything in life can change. Instead of trying to control the uncontrollable, learn to live in harmony with change and find inner peace amid those changes. Now, let's explore with Morgan how to accept and enjoy this impermanence. Number 3. Accept impermanence. Morgan wants to tell you a very special story about one of the world's most failed people but achieved great success. Did you know that Thomas Edison, the man who invented the light bulb, failed more than 10,000 times before succeeding? This may sound unbelievable, but it was from failures and constant changes that he found the path to success. Edison's story is a living testament to the third rule of Stoicism: accept impermanence. In life, we often feel insecure and worried when faced with changes and uncertainties. But remember, change is inevitable and inevitable. Accepting impermanence helps us not get caught up in negative emotions and find peace amid turmoil. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "There's only one thing I know for sure, and that's that nothing is certain." This means that, instead of trying to control everything, we should learn to accept and live in harmony with change. Morgan believes that when we accept impermanence, we become stronger and more resilient. Think of life as a river, always flowing and changing. If we try to fight the flow, we will only get tired and exhausted. But if we learn to get into the flow, we will find ourselves moving more easily and finding joy in the journey. Another typical example is Steve Jobs, founder of Apple. He was fired from the company he founded, but instead of collapsing, he accepted that change and continued to create. Jobs' acceptance of impermanence and steadfastness led to great inventions later and turned Apple into one of the world's leading technology companies. Morgan wants you to understand that accepting impermanence does not mean accepting failure or giving up. On the contrary, it helps us look at things objectively and find new opportunities from changes. When you accept that everything changes, you will no longer be afraid of changes and will easily adapt to any situation. Think about a time when you encountered a major change in your life. How did you feel? Do you feel anxious and disoriented? Morgan has experienced those feelings, but Morgan realized that only when we accept impermanence can we find peace and freedom in our souls. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, said, "We live for change, and we die for change." Our lives are always affected by small and large changes, and accepting this helps us live more fully. Focus on the things you can control and let go of the things you cannot change. In work and daily life, accepting impermanence helps us be more flexible in how we handle situations and face challenges. When you encounter an obstacle, instead of feeling frustrated, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Think about times when you overcame difficulties and felt proud of yourself. That is the power of accepting impermanence. Morgan wants to remind you that when we accept impermanence, we will live a more meaningful and happier life. Keep your heart open and accept all changes with optimism and determination. Have you ever wondered why some people always maintain peace and happiness, no matter how volatile life gets? That's because they have learned to accept impermanence and find joy in every moment. What major changes have you experienced in your life, and how did you cope with them? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below so we can learn and grow together. Recently, we discovered together how to accept impermanence, understanding that life is always changing and adapting to changes will bring peace and freedom to the soul. But when we learn to accept impermanence, what will help us see the beauty and value in each fleeting moment? That is gratitude. Practicing gratitude will help us appreciate more what we have, creating joy and happiness right in the present. Now, let's explore with Morgan how gratitude can magically change our lives. Number 4, practice gratitude. Did you know that people who regularly practice gratitude tend to be happier, live longer, and have better health? According to a study from the University of California, Davis, people who keep a daily gratitude journal have reduced stress levels and feel more satisfied with life. This shows that gratitude is not just a state of mind, but also brings great benefits to our health and happiness. Let's start with a story from an inspirational person that Morgan admires, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah once shared that writing a gratitude journal is one of the most important habits that has helped her overcome many ups and downs in life. Every day, she takes time to write down at least 3 things she is grateful for. It is through the regular practice of gratitude that Oprah has remained optimistic and resilient, despite the hardships and challenges she has experienced. Gratitude is an important part of Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "When you wake up in the morning, think of the precious privilege of being alive, breathing, thinking, enjoying, and loving." Practicing gratitude helps us recognize and appreciate the good things in life, no matter how small and simple they may be. Morgan wants to share with you that practicing gratitude is not just remembering the big or special things. Sometimes it's just the small but cherished moments in everyday life. Think about the last time you felt grateful for a beautiful day, for a delicious meal, or for a smile from a stranger. These little things, when appreciated, make our lives richer and more meaningful. One of the simple but effective ways to practice gratitude is to keep a gratitude journal. Every day, take a few minutes to write down at least 3 things you are grateful for. This not only helps you focus on positive things, but also helps you build a positive thinking habit. You can try this today and feel the change in your mood. Additionally, practicing gratitude improves our relationships with others. When you show gratitude to those around you, you create a positive environment and build better relationships. Try saying thank you to your relatives, friends, or even colleagues, and see the difference it makes. Morgan also wants to remind that gratitude is not limited to good things, but also includes challenges and difficulties. When you face a difficult situation, try to see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. As Seneca, the famous Stoic philosopher, said, "Difficulties make the mind stronger, just as labor makes the body stronger." Practicing gratitude helps us realize that this life is a precious gift and we should cherish every moment. Have you ever wondered why some people always stay calm and optimistic no matter how difficult life gets? That's because they have learned to practice gratitude and appreciate the good things in life. Morgan hopes that these shares will help you find joy and happiness in everyday life. Start practicing gratitude today and feel the positive change in your life. Have you ever tried keeping a gratitude journal or expressing gratitude towards others? Together we explored the power of gratitude and how it can bring joy and happiness in every moment of life. Gratitude not only helps us appreciate what we have, but also opens the door for us to see and develop ourselves in a more positive way. When we are grateful, we realize the value of each experience and from there, fuel our desire to learn and improve ourselves. Now, let's move with Morgan to the final rule of Stoicism. Focus on self-development and discover how we can constantly improve and become the best versions of ourselves. Number 5. Focus on personal development. Morgan wants to share with you an extremely touching example of athletes with disabilities who have overcome their limits and become symbols of perseverance and tireless effort. Have you ever wondered what motivates them? People who have lost mobility or other abilities, not only to live, but also to shine in the field of sports. It is their focus on self-development, continuous improvement, and overcoming their limits that has helped them achieve incredible achievements. One of the stories that touched Morgan the most was about Nick Vujicic. Born without arms and legs, Nick faced countless challenges from a very young age. But instead of being overcome by the situation, he chose to overcome it and become one of the world's top inspirational speakers. Nick once said, "If I fail, I'll try again, and try again, and try again. If you fail, will you try again? This saying is not only a reminder of perseverance, but also a strong call for us to constantly develop ourselves. Stoic philosophy teaches us that focusing on personal development is an ongoing and never-ending journey. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Work yourself like a hard-working bee. Do your work with patience and diligence and never give up." This not only helps us improve our abilities and skills, but also helps us find meaning and purpose in life. Morgan wants to share with you that personal development is not just about learning new skills or achieving new achievements. It's also about understanding yourself, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, and from there, constantly improving. Imagine you are a raw gem. With each passing day, you hone and polish yourself, becoming more sparkling and precious. This not only makes you better, but also helps you inspire and spread positive energy to those around you. One of the effective ways to develop yourself is to set specific goals and persistently pursue them. You can start with small, easy-to-achieve goals and gradually increase the difficulty. Ask yourself, what can I do to become the best version of myself? Don't be afraid to challenge yourself and overcome seemingly impossible limits. Morgan believes that every small step is worthwhile and contributes to your journey of continuous development. In addition, always remember that personal development is not limited to improving professional skills, but also includes taking care of your mental and emotional health. Take time to listen to yourself. Practice meditation or participate in activities that help you relax and re-energize. Work-life balance will help you maintain persistence and achieve your long-term goals. Morgan also encourages you to look for inspiration from around you. Read books, listen to inspiring stories, or join a community of like-minded people. These sources of encouragement will help you maintain your spirit and motivation to continue your personal development journey. What goals have you set for yourself, and what have you achieved? Please share your story in the comments section below so we can learn together and encourage each other. Morgan is always ready to listen and share with you. Let's create a positive and inspiring community together, where each of us becomes the best version of ourselves. Together, we've explored 5 Stoic rules to help you prioritize yourself and live a more meaningful life. Remember, life is full of challenges and changes, but with these Stoic rules, you can be steady and steadfast on your path. Don't forget that you are not alone on this journey. Morgan is always here to listen, share, and accompany you. Morgan would like to thank you very much for taking the time to explore these profound life philosophies with Morgan. Your presence and support are a great source of motivation to help Morgan continue to share and spread positive values in life. Morgan hopes that these rules will help you find true peace and happiness. If you have any thoughts, stories, or lessons you'd like to share, please leave a comment below so we can learn and grow together. Morgan is always ready to listen and share with you. And if you have completed the challenge in this video, please help Morgan press the like button, comment, finish new challenge, so YouTube will rate this video useful and motivate others to complete the same challenge as you. If you want, you can share with your friends and subscribe to Stoic Kingdom channel so you don't miss the next videos. In addition, you can watch other videos displayed at the end of this video. Thank you, and see you in the next videos. Wishing you always live a full and meaningful life.